Hello guys! Welcome to our channel. If you're new, be sure to subscribe. To celebrate 0 subscribers, we're going to be answering some of your questions today. To start, we're going to answer the question from Griffin. It says, "Hello Triple and Pseudo. Do you believe in the flat earth theory?" The theory? Do you mean the truth? Well, we're going to answer this question right ahead. Let's go. Are you ready?
Alright, let's do it! Let's get into it! Okay, yay! So, you're asking if we think the Earth is flat?
Absolutely. There's no question about it. I mean, let's start with the horizon. Anytime you look out at the ocean or over a big open field, do you see a curve? I know I don't. It's completely flat. It's like nature's way of telling us, hey, this place isn't round.
Exactly! And let's talk about the spinning. Science says we're supposed to be moving at something like a million gazillion 1,000 million miles per hour at the equator. Do you feel anything? I sure don't. And if we were actually spinning that fast, wouldn't we feel it? Things would be flying everywhere!
Right? And Pseudo, have you ever noticed how water always finds its level? Pour water into a glass, a pool, or even the fucking ocean, and it's flat. Water doesn't curve around anything. If the Earth was round, wouldn't the oceans be like curving up around this quote-unquote globe? Instead, they're level, just like everything else on Earth.
Yes, and think about this! Airplanes! If we're really on a globe, pilots would have to constantly adjust their nose downward to keep from flying into space. But do they? No, they just fly level, because the Earth is flat.
And what about maps? Maps are flat. Why? Because it's more accurate. You don't see anyone using a round globe to navigate. Everyone's using flat maps. Flat maps, flat Earth. It just makes sense.
Oh, and don't even get me started on gravity. They say it's what keeps us flying off into space. But if gravity is so strong, how come birds can just float up there without a problem? Wouldn't gravity pull them down too?
Exactly, Pseudo. And yet people call us flat earthers. Like it's some big joke. They laugh at us, but they haven't looked at the evidence. We're asking real questions, and they're just trusting everything they're told.
People need to open their eyes and start questioning things. We're not here to follow a crowd. We're here to think for ourselves. The Earth is flat, and that's the truth.
Flat Earth forever! Alright, that concludes the first question. We really hope you like your drawings. Anyways, second question comes from Gray. It says, "Tell us a little about yourself. What was your life like? What was it like growing up? How are you doing?" Thanks for asking, Gray. We're gonna answer the question now. Hope you enjoy!
Alright, let's do it! Let's get into it! Okay, yay!
Alright, so you want to know my life story, huh? Buckle up, it's a wild adventure. I grew up in Dallas, Texas, a real rough part of town. Now, we didn't have much money, and well, roof was just a word I heard people throw around. I grew up homeless, so every night I had to create a creative way to stay warm. My solution, cover myself in poop. Now, don't overthink it. It kept me warm enough, but I wasn't exactly a chick magnet.
You're telling me, Triple? Poop.
Yup, desert times calls for desperate measures, Pseudo. And get this, my mom, tough lady by the way, lost an eye giving birth to me. Don't ask me how. I don't know if she was just too determined, or if I came out with some serious elbows. So there she was, one-eyed, bringing me up on the streets. Left me with a tough life lesson though. I was born with 2 eyes, always been a point of pride.
That's quite a story, Triple. A real rags to rags tale if I've ever heard of.
Well, that's my life for ya. Alright, Pseudo, your turn. Tell him your story.
Oh, where to begin? Well, I grew up in a little known place called Edgeville, Estonia. Population just enough to be uncomfortable. My parents, Todd and Rita Cappins, well, they were unique, let's say. When I was 7, they decided I needed to toughen up, so they just, left me out in the wilderness. They didn't even leave me with a snack pack. Just me, some trees, and a whole bunch of coal.
Seriously? They just left you?
Oh yeah, but I got lucky. This pack of wolves found me, took me in, raised me as one of their own. Learned a lot from those wolves, how to howl, how to run on all fours, and importance of a good coat of fur. Eventually, I wandered back into human society. But I'll admit, I didn't exactly blend in. Let's just say, human culture running around in wolf ears and a tail doesn't get you the most normal looks.
So...
So you basically came back as a fool and furry?
Yeah, pretty much. Not really into it. I thought I was living my best life. But one day, my dad shows up and he's like, Pseudo, time to come home. So I went with him. But my mom, she was done. Left me and my dad to fend for ourselves. Because she figured 2 humans and a furry was just one wolf too many.
Man, you really had a rough, Pseudo. Wolves and abandonment issues? You sure turned out alright, all things considered.
Killing myself.
Alright, and that concludes the second question. Again, I hope you liked your drawing. Moving on, the third question from Jordan. It reads, if you were stranded on a deserted island and you could only bring 3 things, what would you bring? Well, Pseudo and I are going to answer this question now.
Alright, let's do it! Let's get into it! Okay, yay! Let's get into it! Alright, let's do it!
Alright, if I'm stranded on a deserted island, I'm bringing the essentials. First, a lifetime supply of duct tape. That stuff can fix anything. Second, obviously I'm bringing a hammock because if I'm stuck there, I'm at least relaxing in style. And third, a karaoke machine.
Triple! And you're telling me you'd bring duct tape, a hammock, and a karaoke machine? That's your survival kit?
Absolutely! Imagine it. Fixing stuff with duct tape, lounging on my hammock, and singing my heart out. Who needs rescue?
Well, in that case, I bring a giant beach umbrella so I can sit in the shade while I watch you karaoke your way to island life. Second, binoculars. Gotta see if any ships are passing by so I can flag them down while you're singing 80s rock. And third, a blender.
A blender? On an island with no power?
Oh, I'll just figure it out with coconuts or something. I'm not spending my time out there without a smoothie in hand.
So I'm the entertainment, I guess, while you're on smoothie duty. I think we got this deserted island thing figured out. Alright, now this brings us to the fourth and final question. This one's from Bree Bree. She asked, if you had to live in any movie universe, which one would it be? Alright, Pseudo, this is a juicy question. Are you ready to answer this final question?
Alright, let's do it! Let's get into it! Okay, yay!
Oh, that's easy. Star Wars, lightsabers, the Force, flying around in an X-Wing. I'd be a Jedi, hands down.
Star Wars, Triple? You know you barely fit into that X-Wing cockpit. You'd be wedged in there like a sardine with your lightsaber sticking out the window.
Very funny. Once I start Jedi training, I'll lose a few pounds. I'll be fit to do anything. All these cool flips, you just wait.
Sure, until you get caught in an Imperial tractor beam and they can't pull a unit because the X-Wing's overloaded. That's why Star Trek is the way to go, my friend. Beam me up, Scotty. No weight limit.
Alright, but Star Trek is all rules and diplomacy. No action, no duels. You'd get bored after 5 minutes.
Bored? Nah, I have a replicator. I can order any food I want instantly, and no freeze-dried space rations like you. Meanwhile, you're over there eating who knows what. Spilling crumbs in the cockpit.
I'd be fine, I just use the Force to keep all my food in line. Jedi powers for snacking control.
Right, until Darth Vader's about to attack and you're scrambling to clean up the popcorn you just spilled all over the dashboard.
Fine, make fun. But when your precious Starfleet runs into Klingons, what are you gonna do? Offer them a cup of tea?
Well, at least I wouldn't be rolling out of a cockpit trying to catch my breath. I just press a button, transport away, and leave you behind with all the Sith Lords.
Fine, but don't call me when your ship runs out of power because you ordered too many Earl Greys.
No worries, I'll be over here in Star Trek, sipping tea while you're busy squeezing out of that X-Wing seat.
Anyways, that concludes today's video. If you enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. We're gonna post videos sometimes, maybe. Anyways, without further ado, say bye.